What's up, y'all? This is Preston Stone checking in with the On the Pony Express podcast. Listen to a lot of podcasts. This is by far my favorite. Love Mr. Armstrong. Love Mr. Embody. Boys are about to head up to Boston and put on a show at Fenway, so it's going to be a great week.
This is the On the Pony Express podcast, hosted by Billy Embody, brought to you by Epic Estate Wines. Walking strong on the Pony Express, a weekly segment with SMU alum, owner, vintner of Epic Estate Wines, Bill Armstrong. Epic Estate Wines, world-class wines from Paso Robles wine country. Learn more, Epic, E-P-O-C-H, epicwines.com. And now your host. Billy Embody.
1, 2, 3, let me go.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Walking Strong with Bill Armstrong. Right here on the wave, buddy.
Right here on the wave. It's kind of a green wave.
Yeah.
Even though we beat the crap out of the green wave. It's not running.
Not moving.
Right. It's not moving right now. It's very wavy.
Very similar to
you guys
the green
will recognize we're in front of Meadows Museum.
Yes.
So we're here to do, this is the last podcast of the year.
Yep.
For us. Man, it's been fun.
Yes.
Had a great time. I've got a special wine today. Unbelievable. They're going to be able to hear it over these trucks?
Yeah.
You think? I've got a great wine to try. You've never tried this.
I have not gotten the emails.
This is called Gratitude, and I think it's perfect for the last podcast of the season because I am unbelievably grateful for this season. So this is a wine that we make every year, and all profits from this wine go to charity.
Awesome.
So we started this during COVID, and so we started making this Gratitude wine. This is a Grenache with a little white wine in it, called Claret Blanche, like 6%, just to flavor it up. But anyway, it's a delicious wine.
Cheers.
So, and how grateful can we be for this year? Isn't this unbelievable?
Oh, what a fun time. So lucky to have done this pod with you, but also for SMU to have this type of season while we did it.
And now we're in ACC.
Yep.
So I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude, for the university, from the board of trustees, from athletic department, what Rhett's done. If we win in Fenway, we'll have 12 wins this season. We haven't done that since 1935.
National championship.
Think about that. I mean, think about that. That was almost 100 years ago.
Yeah.
So
you weren't even thought of.
I wasn't thought of. I'm not sure my dad was even thought of yet at that point. So it's just really fantastic. So we don't have a ton to talk about today because we don't have a game. Like I can't hardly criticize Sonny Dykes this week, which is kind of because I need to do that every single week. However, I am grateful that the Ugly Stepsisters are not playing in a bowl. Baylor's not playing in a bowl. TCU's not playing in a bowl. There's something very gratifying about that. I'm not sure how you feel about that.
Yeah.
Just
means SMU had a better run, and they're on a run in the transfer portal. We got done talking with Elijah Roberts and Jonathan McGill. I know both of them stuck out to you, both of them coming back to play their final seasons for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Is Jonathan McGill not a guy that should be on a commercial for SMU right now?
Oh, he should be.
Yeah.
We got to make sure he hangs around here once he's done. Like you said, he kind of reminds me of James Prochet a little bit. He's just the most well-spoken young man, and he went to Stanford for 4 years, and then he came here, and he'll tell you SMU way better than Stanford. Stanford what? Oh, they're in our conference, so I can actually I don't need to badmouth them, right?
Yeah. I mean, hey,
hey, I turned down Stanford to go to SMU, so it does happen.
There you go.
There you go. So anyway, let's talk about the transfer portal.
Yep.
Because and this is, y'all probably don't follow this as obviously as much as we do, but we are crushing it in the transfer portal. We have 7 for sure.
Yep.
And I think 4 of those are defensive linemen.
Yeah.
And they're giant men. I mean, what are they, like 6'6", 300 pounds?
Yeah.
I mean, huge dudes.
Yeah.
And, they're coming in from Georgia, West Virginia, Miami.
And Ohio State.
And Ohio State. Think about that.
Yeah.
We're not getting transfers from, say, North Texas or UTEP.
Yeah.
We're getting them from those schools. It's absolutely unbelievable. And then we have 2 OU transfers for the offensive line. Yep. Savion Byrd, who's maybe a legitimate 5-star. I think he was technically a 4-star, but
coming out of high school,
coming out of high school. I mean, guys, he'll probably be playing on Sundays.
Yeah, he's got a chance to.
That's how good he is. So we're going to be massive on the offensive line and the defensive line next year.
And Elijah Roberts was talking about it. He's also another guy like Jonathan McGill. You could tell they're recruiting hard for SMU to retool for the ACC. And Elijah Roberts was saying, he was scrolling through Twitter, and he would look at the guys that get an offer or commit to SMU, and he's like, man, 6'3", 300 pounds. Mike Lockhart. Oh, man, you can tell he's excited to run it back again, but do it with big men in the trenches.
Oh, yeah, but right side by side with him, he was so good this year.
Yeah.
And he's coming back, and he's going to be fantastic. So
it speaks to the coaching staff, the culture they've built, that these guys didn't wait it out for the new year, the NFL draft deadline on January 15th. They said, I want to come back, and I want to come back right now.
Yeah, and it's just fantastic. You're right. This says a lot about our culture. What Red has done from the culture standpoint, as compared to, say, the culture down at TCU, where everybody's leaving. It's like cockroaches leaving a sinking ship, So I have been kind of relishing that just a little bit.
A lot of
how
guys.
how petty can I get? I almost sound as petty as that numbnut coach they have. Anyway, yes. And then today's National Signing Day for high schools.
Yep.
So
10 signees, a 4-star that they flipped from UCLA. They went on a run in the high school ranks as well. You're going up to Fenway.
Going to Fenway
for the bowl game against Boston College. We don't know too much about them right now for this pod.
No.
But they got an explosive quarterback.
Yep.
But not only that, SMU faces them next year in the ACC.
I know. I love it. So this is our primer of the ACC going in. I mean, obviously, I wish I was playing against Oregon, say the Fiesta Bowl, but that's ancient history now.
Yep.
So I love Boston. Everybody should go to Fenway one time in their life because it really is an amazing place just to see the wall and all the history that is there. It's going to be funky playing football in a baseball stadium.
Yeah, they're on the same sideline.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Both teams are on the same sideline? Well.
There's a strong contingent of Mustang fans, though, heading up for that one.
Oh, is it? I'll be there.
Yeah,
you're not going, are you?
No, we're nesting in the nursery.
Is so ridiculous, dude. Yeah. You are not the king of your castle, clearly. Michelle,
as you know.
Cut him some slack. Let the boy go. Jeez, you're better than that. You're more of a man than that. You need to man up just a little bit here.
Well, we'll check the flights late and see if I can pull off some magic. So,
but have you not going to the game? You've been like a mainstay. Yeah, so
I know.
You kind of need to go.
I know. We'll see if we can work some Fenway magic, some
magic.
Red Sox magic. Last time I went to Fenway, Mookie Betts hit a walk-off to sweep the Yankees in a little September game. So that was cool.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
But SMU on a heater in the transfer portal. They continue to add talent. Looking ahead with what we know about this team and now going into the ACC, where are your early expectations for next year?
Oh, for next year.
Springing this one on you.
That is interesting. I think we're going to surprise the ACC. I wouldn't be surprised next year if we're what are we probably? I'm going to go 9-3.
Yeah, I can see it.
I think we're
the defensive line that they brought in is just that's the key, as we saw this year.
Yeah, so I think we're going to be better. I think some people were nervous, like all of a sudden we're stepping up, but I don't know. I just think we're super good. So I think we're going to be, it won't be like this year where I thought we were going to run the table after those first tough 2 away games. But other than really Florida State and Clemson, there's nobody in the ACC that's like all that much better than OU.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, there's 2 good schools. North Carolina's good. Duke was good for a while, then they dropped off. I don't think Boston College is going to be necessarily an easy win. Although I'm going to make a prediction that SMU by 17.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they'll underestimate us.
You want to know what my score prediction is going to be?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Not for this one.
Not for this one. You do every game.
Hey, if not, and Kevin played really well in the championship game. If not for Kevin's couple of interceptions there, I mean, I should have predicted 47, 10 or something like that.
You're right.
Yeah, reliable. No, I'm with you. I like that early prediction. Boston College also has lost some guys to the transfer portal. SMU has not. SMU's lost some guys that are looking for that final stop kind of deal. But this team and Kevin Jennings, his second career start now.
This is going down like water.
This is so good.
So
I got SMU by
Gratitude, baby.
14. 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns?
Yep.
The line's 10, right?
I believe so.
10, yeah.
First time I haven't turned my attention to that.
If I'm gonna bet anything in the bowl series, I would put all my money I had in the world on Oregon to beat the spread against Liberty.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's
I'm
just
surprised there is a spread.
It would be like a no call.
Yeah.
I think it's 17.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe 19.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the national championship?
Ooh. I don't know. I kind of like, how SMU's leaned back into NIL and fought their way into the ACC.
Oh, that pisses me off.
I know that gets you. I think Michigan can do it and really piss off everybody in college football. The sign stealing.
I don't know.
What do you think?
Okay, well, first of all,
If it's not Michigan, it's Alabama.
I'm not a Auburn fan. I'm not a Harbaugh fan.
Yeah.
So
he's a different duck.
And Michigan is that way. All right, I'm going to go on a limb, and I'm hometowning it a little bit. UT.
Okay.
Surprise everybody. I don't think Washington is as good as they think they are.
Yep.
Their coach is really good. He got Coach of the Year.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
But man, UT has been playing good.
They're a tough team. Which a lot of people don't think about them like that.
I know
a little flashy, but no, they are a tough football team.
They're a really tough football team. They have already beaten Alabama this year. Now that was early and whatnot, but so I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say UT takes the national championship this year.
Awesome.
I've got so many friends that went to UT. My son-in-law went to UT, so I'm kind of a Longhorn fan by proxy.
I would leave Texas and SMU as the 2 best teams in Texas, wouldn't you say?
By a lot.
Come on, work those angles. Let's get SMU has an open date.
Oh,
with Vandy backing out.
What is Vandy thinking? They didn't want to play us. They're paying us $1 million not to play them. Go figure.
I mean, I was excited about Nashville. I'm more bitter that I can't.
I agree. I wanted to
take in
go.
a trip to Nashville.
Two of my kids went to Vanderbilt. I love Vandy.
Yep,
and I love Nashville. It's a great town.
Yep.
And it's a lot like Dallas.
I'm a little bitter at Vandy now for this, but back when I was going through colleges, Vandy was right up there for me. Didn't get in.
You didn't get in.
I got the Hunt here.
You did.
Who made the right call?
Well, you're the Hunt scholar.
Yeah, one of them.
I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were a Hunt scholar.
Yeah. Those are
Ray Hunt, my buddy, was one of your scholars.
The man.
Go figure.
Man.
Yeah.
Thank you to him and Nancy.
He is the man.
Yep.
And Nancy. Oh,
yeah.
What they do for
awesome
school.
People.
Talk about gratitude.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for those
everything I have is because of them, really. My folks and obviously Michelle now too, but yeah. Not for the Hunts. I mean,
fabulous.
Who knows?
All right, that's a great way to end the podcast for the season, isn't it?
Yep.
So
what we do know is we're going to be back next year.
We're going to be back.
Yep.
We decided to pony back up on this for the next year.
Yep.
So you're going to have us to suffer through another year of this podcast.
Cheers to that.
I've enjoyed
great.
This.
Oh, it's been so much fun. So,
all right.
Appreciate you guys for listening to this edition of the Walking Strong podcast. Check it out wherever you catch the Walking Strong podcast at ontheponyexpress.com. For Bill Armstrong, I'm Billy Embody. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
And here's to an SMU win in the Fenway Bowl. Cheers.
Probably have outtakes from this one.
Yeah.
Doesn't be.
Yeah, the under surveillance sign right there.
Under surveillance.
Oh, so much for under surveillance.
I know. Driving by.
Yeah, we're gonna get that outtake in there. So much for under surveillance.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the On the Pony Express podcast with Billy Embody. Follow us on your socials on X at SMU-on3 and on Instagram at On3SMU. And keep it locked to ontheponyexpress.com for more coverage.